Hello, welcome to Madden 24. Today we're going to be playing the Week 18 game between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau. I do have some of the volume on the game on. It's very low mix, it's just the field mix and the volume's down low. I despise listening to the commentators in this game, so for the most part you're just going to be able to enjoy my voice. As you can see, I got the really old uniforms from both Green Bay and Chicago. The game did let me do both their old home uniforms, which used to be only a uniform. They used to not be away jerseys and home jerseys. So the plan this year is every play on offense is either screens or zones, like I said. On like the second and mediums, third and mediums, I have a bit more play. Like I'm allowed to do some stuff. But for the most part, it's just going to be a lot of screens and stuff. And on defense, I'm only doing Tampa 2 every single play. Now, I can change the formation to match their personnel grouping, but apart from that, it is just Tampa 2. And so we're just going to do this. I don't expect to win, honestly, just because we're playing All-Pro, because I didn't want to play on All Madden. All Madden's weird with sliders. Like, if the sliders are on, it's manageable, but if the sliders are off, it's impossible. This game has never fixed itself, and that was a problem even back in, like, 2000, Madden 05 and stuff. Like, playing on All Madden was like Godspeed to you. But, yeah, so I don't know. Tampa 2 in this game can be both really good. I've noticed online, if I play like online head-to-head, not Madden Ultimate Team, I can't do that, but like online head-to-head, I'm like 5-1 with the Bears against random teams that people play. Because Tampa 2, people love just throwing the ball deep, and so like Tampa 2, cover 4, cover 6, I just do like a series of that, and it seems to work out pretty well. Against the computer, though, the computer's a bit smarter. It doesn't make that many mistakes against, especially, like, oh, geez, I don't know why I started listening there. Especially against, like, coverage and stuff, so, as you can see, Jordan Love is really taking the ball downfield right now. So you may be wondering, why did I get the inspiration to do this? Well, because Luke Getsy's play calling both years since he's taken over as offensive coordinator have really lacked something. It doesn't really seem to be creative. A lot of the play calling doesn't want to get the ball in Justin's hands on really important, down distances like third and short, fourth and short. I don't know if that's an indication that he just really doesn't trust Fields or what, or if he's just overthinking things. And also, he seems to call a lot of screens this year. If you've listened to the podcast or you've just kind of seen any of my opinions on it or heard my opinions on it, you know that I hate screens that Getsy calls all the time. I don't hate screens fundamentally. Luke Getsy calls them way too often. Is there cover 2 in the 46? I think not. Yeah, it's just cover 3. That's lame. And as a result, it really hinders the offense's performance. That one faithful game against the Vikings where he literally just kept calling wide receiver screen. I read in The Athletic his mentality behind it was like, hey, Flores does all these weird blitzes. Let me beat that by, stretching them horizontally first and then making sure that they come off the blitz. In theory, hang on. Whoops, press the wrong play. That's okay. We got Tampa 2's inaudible. In theory, that's okay. I think in practice, especially against a Brian Flores-led defense, it's really not great. We did win one of the games against the Vikings this year, but, it was like 12-9 or whatever that horrid score was, so I don't know. But he really loved that play call all year, and he hasn't gotten away from it. He started has the recent weeks, but for a while there, it was just awful. Consequently, on defense, that's why we're doing cover 2 every play, is because at the beginning of the year, Eberflus, I know he wasn't the DC, Alan Williams was, but especially when we didn't have some of these assets like Montez Sweat and our guys were hurt, it just seemed like they were playing Tampa 2 shell all game, man, especially against the Packers when we got ripped up for 30 points. So I just thought this would be a fun little exercise to see. As you can see, the clock is really draining already because I keep hitting the wrong play because the Packers just have been running the ball at will and they've been throwing the ball at will and they just can't be stopped. But it's just going to be a fun little thing. It's obviously a quick little game because of the accelerated clock and 10-minute quarters, as you can see too. But I just thought that would be pretty fun and funny to do. So sit back, relax and enjoy. Are they going for it? Oh, they are. Oh, that's another thing. When it comes to going for it, I have to take the more conservative approach most of the time. I know Eberflus has since kind of made his defense better, and 2, oh my gosh, I probably could have. No, I don't know if I would have thought that was Trey Evans, but I know he's kind of changed up he's gotten a little more aggressive as the years gone by and stuff like that, but I don't know. I just think that like Eberflus, when given the opportunity, obviously against like the Lions, when given the opportunity to go for it and try to get a touchdown, get a first down and then touchdown and make the game out of reach the Lions, he kicked the field goal, and so we were only up by 6. So stuff like that, kick the field goals when it's like 4th and short, and it'd probably be better to go for it if we even got the opportunity. I mean, I'm not even going to get the ball before the first quarter's over, and that sort of thing. Oh, we got deflected. So I hope you enjoy. I was going to do a blog about this, but then I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, this is going to be annoying, like describing any big plays that happen. And then I was like, hang on a second, I can just record it. So that's what we're doing here. Tampa 2 in this game, like I said, a little rough. Oh, and we picked it off. Jaquan Brisker with the interception in the end zone for a touchback. The Packers wasted away a nearly 8-minute drive to just give it away to Jaquan Brisker. Bears ball. Here comes Justin Fields and crew. And you already know we're going to start off with that wide receiver screen, baby. So we're just going to concept quick pass because that's easy. Or I think it's in the screen as its own thing. Yes, it does. Wide receiver mid screen. That's a tight end screen. We'll start off with jailbreak screen to Darnell Mooney. As you can see, 5 play calls, 0.4 average yards. The computer does not fool anybody. But am I here? Come on, Darnell. Get around, Darnell. Here we go. Wow, that's like the most successful wide receiver screen that this team's ever seen in its entire history. For 3rd and longs, I think we'll do RPO alert screen. Yes, I know how to run RPOs. Thank you. For 3rd and longs, we'll just do like 3rd super longs. We'll just do draws because that's the Bears' bread and butter. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Maybe I will blow out the Packers. Who knows? 2nd and short. Well, you already know what the Bears are going to do there. They're just going to do a simple halfback dive. Whether it's I formation or not, they're just going to do that, and then and get blown up at the line and get a yard. That's beautiful Bears football right there. We'll try a running back screen now. Now here's the thing with running back screens in this game is they're typically way more successful on average than in real life. In real life, running back screen is kind of like when you throw the defense off guard. In Madden, it's kind of I got nailed. It's Madden. So here we go. So we have 2nd and 20. This seems like a perfect opportunity to me to do yet another wide receiver screen. And we'll go jailbreak screen because that's what Luke Getsy would do. If you've ever played Madden, you know that typically running back screens especially are really successful. Like there was a couple Maddens where you didn't have to press any other play. You could just press running back screen. The reason for that is because I don't know. I think the computer just has a tough time adjusting sometimes to that screen coming in. 3rd and 21. Beautiful opportunity to do a halfback draw here. I am allowed to do some actual play calls. Like I said, it kind of comes down to the situation. Like 2nd and medium, yeah, all right. I'll let myself take a play action. Play action every once in a while. There goes Cole Kmet. And the reason for that is the Bears do also run those play action rollouts and stuff, and even though they have terrible pass protection for them and stuff like that. So, and we will have to get 1 or 2 actual drop back passes if we have the time at this point because this game's going to fly by with all the screens and runs. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, going to the tried and true Tampa 2. Let's do it from wide though. I don't know if there's. Oh, there's Tampa 2 contain. Yeah, it works. As long as it's Tampa 2, contain, no contain, whatever, that's fine. I don't care. That doesn't make a difference to me. As long as we have the fundamental, the cloud Tampa 2, the middle linebacker doing his mid-read, the good old days, the Brian Urlacher running around like he's a safety out there because he has so much speed. That's the good stuff right there. Dime Tampa 2 once again. We're going to kind of bring Tremaine Edmonds over here, kind of right in front of Christian Watson. Oh, are they running the ball? Yes, they are. Oh, nice. You got to wrap up there, bub. Whoever that was. I don't even know who's on our line. I think not scoring on that last drive is going to be a backbreaker. I think we did kind of waste a good opportunity. Well, I know we did waste a good opportunity. I'm actually a little surprised I got hit on that screen because screens in Madden, as I was saying, really are, for the most part, really good. So here's why Tampa 2, especially in this game, sucks. In that situation, Tyreek Stevens still backed up like 10 yards to do his like cloud zone. In real life, though, especially like if you remember the good old days, like Charles Tillman and corners would know like there's nobody back there that you have to worry about anymore because your receiver vacated it, and now you can just watch for those flats. And the moment you see that running back split out to that flat, like you need to meet him in that flat, and the computer doesn't know that. They'll just sit there in their zone like, hey, how's it going? But you need to move. You need to get over there and hit them and get that open field tackle. In this game, there's cover 2 hard flat, which will have the Tampa 2 with the linebackers, and then the corners do a hard flat always. I'm not going to play that because, one, that play typically is more successful, and two, because I said Tampa 2, so we're just gonna do Tampa 2. But with that play, or you can change your coverage doing this and then hit underneath. That will make your corners play that hard flat for specifically that reason. But then of course comes the risk of now they're not carrying their receivers down a bit like they're supposed to, like in real life. So Tampa 2 is supposed to have a fluid, smart. It needs smart defenders, and it needs to rely on its pass rush to generate those hurried throws, all those great plays we remember from the Bears in the early 2000s. And like this game just doesn't compute. So what I do typically when I'm playing we'll do just an inside zone this time. We'll do halfback inside zone from something like when I'm playing like on franchise with my buddy Joe, I'll typically call it on like second or third and long, Tampa 2, because that I do like the corners backing up a bit. I'll do hard flats more online, like I said. Cover 2 online works actually pretty well, especially considering like people just force it. They force the throws online because they think that they're invincible. And then second and long, of course, we got to do inside zone. That's a Getsy special because even though all the analytics say pass it, he won't. Third and 6, I'm going to let myself throw the ball here. Third and medium, I will allow that. Of course, we're going to have to do we'll do a play action pass because I think that's something that would happen. We'll do it with the boot, of course, and we'll do just a nice and easy sprint flat. Flood concept, good cover 3 beater. That's what it looks like the defense is in. Nobody runs just generic cover 3 anymore these days, but it's Madden. And this will get the first down, I believe. Attaboy Herbert. Get Justin out of the pocket, rolling, being able to run. I will allow a couple of option QB options, not on 1st and 10 though. That's strictly inside zone or wide receiver screen or running back screen. And we are going to try another running back screen and hopefully not get hit this time. But I don't know, man. The Bears they're just something else. They really are. That didn't go well. Wow, I was praising the screen so much, and now look at me. I look like a dummy. Let's see here. Where's RPO zone along with Mercedes Lewis? We'll do RPO glance bubble. That R1 is open. It's Darnell. Come on, Darnell. Ooh, attaboy. 1st and 10. Okay, here we go. What do you think? I think just a typical wide receiver screen is good right now with the good old jailbreak. Do you know what's coming yet, Packers? Apparently not. 7 for 7, though. I mean, I'm playing a clean game. In real life, Justin probably would have missed like 1 or 2 of these throws already. We'll do the RPO zone glance, whatever. So, throw quickly or throw probably to square. There we go. Yeah, because that linebacker kind of like screamed over to his left for some reason rather than coming to the run fit. So that's how you know it's a good play call or good handoff from Justin. We'll get into like the slide screen thing, but I'm just going to let the clock run out. I am going to try this play next, though. I'm going to do the slide screen because I think that's funny, and that's going to go for like -5 yards. 0-0 after the 2-minute warning, just exactly how we all thought. I mean, especially from our offense. The defense, though, pretty impressive. We got bailed out with that. Wow, is it actually going to work? Oh, my God. With Mercedes Lewis? Wow. Holy cow, if he was a fast tight end, maybe it would have been the first down. Or if I kind of ran around the edge there on the left, probably would have been better. 2nd and 1, you already know what we got to do. Good old just halfback dive. We'll go out of the I formation, though. Try to get this first down. I think we will, especially with Curry Ball in game. Blocking for us. And the line gets blown up immediately on the right side, but luckily Herbert gets the first down. We'll call a timeout here. I'm trying to think. What would be a good... What would Getsy do in this situation? 1st and 10, less than 2 minutes to go. I think Luke Getsy would do... I think he'd do this bubble screen right here. I think a bubble screen feels real good right now. And it worked out last time, so... Now that linebacker... Okay, I did the wrong play. I was trying to throw it. That's why you saw me stop there. Because that corner that's covering Darnell in that bubble is just standing there. And that's my read. That's telling me to... we'll try the tight end screen. This is going to go so poorly. That's telling me to throw it to him. And I just didn't get it off on time, so... And like we all thought, no gain. All right, 3rd and 8. This seems like a perfect time for Luke Getsy to run in the draw. Matt Eberflus supposed to be in his ear saying, hey, don't be stupid here. Let's just run the clock and then get the field goal attempt. So that's exactly what I'm going to do right here. We'll just wait for that clock to go all the way down and go. Another trademark of draws in Madden. 4th and 1 here. Obviously, the clock winding down. You already know what Matt Eberflus supposed to do. You just let the clock run down and just go for the field goal. Hopefully, I don't miss it because kicking this game can be brutal. But draws in this game, too, are way more successful than they should be, in my opinion. For years, I've watched anytime the Bears have tried to draw a play, just not go anywhere. Because it's like, even though, yeah, it's the play action pass almost, right? It's the fake pass to run. It's just... Hang on, sorry, I had to make sure I got that. Okay. It's just, not the best, obviously. And especially in long yard situations, like, who are you fooling, man? The moment that ball gets handed off, he has to still get 10 yards down the field. So it's just too conservative, in my opinion, but whatever. All right, so they've ran about 20 plays. I've run about 16. So a bit less than what the NFL would have. The NFL typically has, on average, around 65 plays. Both teams get to run on offense. So I guess I kind of messed up the clock work there a little bit. But also, we're also completing all these passes, which strains the clock and running the ball. So I could have bumped it up to like 12, 13 minutes. I just don't want to do like 15 minutes, make this last an hour. I really, it's not that serious, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, then that guy just blew right through that hole because number 13 didn't block. Go figure. So... we'll just keep up with the trend. We'll do... I'm trying to think here. What would be good? Oh, you already know we have to do some weird trick play that's not going to go anywhere. This play is odd. I think what happens is Brown gets the ball. Yeah, he does. And okay, I actually had a hole there, I think, that I didn't hit that I could have. The only couple times I've tried that play, though, it's always been disastrous, so I'm quite pleased with that. 2nd and 7, I will for a pass here. We'll just do a simple mesh spot over here. I think this play will go for a first down as long as I don't mess it up, because it's also looking like cover 6, so Mooney on this, or EJ on that back end might have sprung open, but I think I was wrong on what play that was. But that's okay, because Justin saw that mesh there. As we know, Justin doesn't really hit those dig routes. It turned into cover 4. So that dig on the backside should have been open, but I guess the computer adjusted that. I throw with a lot of anticipation in this video game. Obviously, he just doesn't done in real life, but as we know, Justin struggles with anticipation. So that dig, when you see that break about to start, because especially in this game, those back quarter defenders are too far back. They don't react well enough to him breaking in, and then you just always get an easy first down. This seems like a perfect opportunity for a wide receiver screen pass. Let's go halfback screen. I think, it's been a while since we've done the screen. We've run 20 offensive plays. 50-50 balance, perfectly balanced, all things should be. Getsy would love to do that. Oh, nice pancake there, number 65, Mr. Cody Whitehair. 3rd and 2, you already know, halfback dive out of the shotgun, so inside zone rather. That's just how it's going to be. Let's do... Let's do this one on the left. Because we can't be creative. Lord knows, heaven forbid, this offense gets creative. Oh, there you go, Khalil. All right. Perfect. Maybe I just won't allow myself to run read options, even though I know that like they do in real life. I just might not because read options in this game, the triple option's insane. You ever use a triple option? Oh my god, it breaks the game. But read options are also really good. Will just be easy first downs if they don't go for the quarterback. Way to bounce that outside, Khalil. 2nd and 5 here. I think this would be. Let's do one read option. We'll just do one read option here. 2nd and medium. We'll do. Oh, I forgot we can also do these RPO peaks too. A little bit. They do run some RPOs, you know. Typically, it seems like Justin makes the wrong read on RPOs, but they will run them from time to time. I think RPOs are great. I think what the Miami Dolphins are doing with the RPO game, what Mike McDaniel is doing over there is awesome. I think it's beautiful. It's just it basically turns it into a triple option, but with a pass included. If you know me, you know how much I love the triple option. We'll do this because it looks really bad. I love that. You got this stupid outside curl on that outside. You got this RPO going on with Mercedes Lewis. Like, that is the most uncreative, like, stick hitch thing ever. And we got 8 from it. So 2nd and 2, we're going to do an inside zone. We're going to do 24 zone open and just run right into a brick wall over here from the Packers. And we're going to take the snap. Oh, wow. And that's going to be a false start because, of course, it is because the Bears always look to penalize themselves. You got to get one false start in Madden, of course. So that's going to bring us back to 2nd and 7. So Luke Getsy would look at that and say, well, I know, I'll just run inside zone because he can't come up with anything else. So here we go. And go. Cut it outside a little bit. Get around that linebacker, Khalil. Nope. 3rd and 4 here. This is time for Luke Getsy to be really creative. Just absolutely just the best play he has in his playbook and go inside zone. You hear the go pack go. Ugh, the most disgusting thing in the universe. Oh, there we go. Attaboy, Khalil. All right. So like inside zone again works better in this game than it probably would in real life, especially considering I'm just calling nothing but it. But whatever, we'll let it slide for now. We're gonna go halfback slip screen. Khalil's getting a workload today, dude. Come on, get open. Oh, get around number 76. There you go. Oh, up. 13 for 13 on the day. And we have seen that from Justin. He will start off the game like almost perfect. And a big reason for that is honestly because of one, the quick passes, but then you're not really pushing the ball downfield. And two, because of all the criticism that Getsy typically rightfully deserves, one thing you gotta give him credit for is he scripts well at the beginning of the game. Now, if you have to go off script, like a penalty kills you, then the offense stalls usually. But he does typically script pretty well. So I will give him that, right? I do think that he scripts well in that regard. But, just the moment we have to get the second half adjustments, we don't make those adjustments, other teams do. Same kind of flood concept again against cover 3, it looks like. Ooh, right open. Attaboy, DJ Moore, the 1-2 punch. It's going to be 10-0 after this, hopefully. And, hey, we might have a dub on our hands. A good old-fashioned hard-nosed NFC North dub against our hated rivals, the Packers. 10-0 with 2:33 left in the third quarter. The clock is ticking for Green Bay, especially because when I get the ball back, Lord knows I'm going to run it all the time. So, but we'll see. Hey, game ain't over yet. Ain't over till the fat lady sings, which is very rude. I don't know where that saying comes from, but it's a thing. So we'll say the game ain't over until the game clock strikes 0. How about that? 4-3 defense, Tampa 2. I'll allow myself to do a 46 next time they come out with 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends or something, or at least once before the game ends, because, come on, it's the Bears. But, I wish that Tampa 2 is on 46. I don't know why the 46 formation is so bland. I mean, I know that 46 is outdated, but in theory, you can still get into cover 2 from it. I mean, I know it's a single high formation because it was defense for the 80s in the pro set, but it doesn't make much sense to me. You could easily get into cover 2 from there. You just have to, you know, make sure that your safety that's coming down, crashing down, will just back up when the ball gets snapped. But I guess that's too hard for Madden to figure out. So I'll let myself to run like one cover 3 out of there, but for the rest of it, it'll be Tampa 2. And, you know, fun fact, like the Bears typically ran cover. They ran like a lot of cover 3 in the Tampa 2 days too. Like they weren't. Oh, get him! Oh, I should have kept Tremaine over the middle. If you see me kind of lurking with him, is because I know that he's not gonna. That like sometimes they need help with mid read. What that means is that if he sees like that mid receiver coming down vertically, either the tight end or that slot, he needs to go and carry that vertically with them because the safeties are covering the 2 halves, right? They're covering their deep pass, and that's for like outside threats. All right, I'll let 146 bear. We're just gonna go cover 3, and then we'll go back to the Tampa 2. But in the old days, in the early 2000s, like the Bears did run cover 3, and actually Tampa 2, if you look at it, looks like cover 3 once that middle linebacker is running to that deep zone. But yeah, like the Bears, just because it was the Tampa 2 days, we didn't just run Tampa 2. They ran other stuff. It's just that, that's what they're remembered for because that was the defense that Lovey ran, that he picked up from Tony Dungy. So, end of the third quarter there, 10 minutes left to go in the game. We are up 10-0 in Lambeau. You love to see it. Let's go again to our good old Tampa 2 contain. It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff right here. So right there, when 87's going deep like that, you got to carry him. Now, it's my fault for not reading the screen, but, I can only have my eyes on one. I'm not the best on defense in Madden, okay? Sue me, as you've seen already, because I've been missing a lot of stuff that I should have really been picking up on. But, if the defense reads that screen, everybody's got to hustle that ball. They can't just be kind of, still covering. I mean, obviously, you got to make sure like your guy isn't just going to break wide open, but once that ball is, screen is meant to go to one guy. It's not meant to go to one of those guys flying down the field typically, right? Like maybe if there's like an alert that you saw, you could probably do it, but it's not supposed to really be like that. So mid-read with those 2 tight ends with that slot receiver and tight end right there. This is where the pressure will be on if those 4 verts, because then you have to play the slot, play the seam. They're going to play the seams, and it's really hard for you to make a choice. But they're just running the screen. Hey, Packers taking a page out of our book, man. They're running the screens, Aaron Jones. Let's do double mug. Let's see. Let's get that cover 2. Tampa 2, there it is. We haven't run out of this formation yet at all today yet. TJ Edwards is now the mid-read, so he's going to be looking on number 85 there, or number 11. There goes number 11. So that right there, that's like textbook. He went vertical. I covered him. I carried him down because if I didn't, that, Eddie or Quan, who's ever on the left side there, he's not going to be able to get to him. Who was that? I think that was, I can't tell. Let's see. Yeah, it was Eddie. So you wouldn't be able to get there on time. So same thing. Kind of, we got to watch for both coming down. That's 4 verts. That's really tough. So Jordan Love made a bad ball there. But actually it was kind of fine because Jaquan, since he was the only deep threat there, Jaquan was able to really get there. But those seams is where it's dangerous because it's really hard, obviously, for a middle linebacker, weak side linebacker to be sprinting down the field with these guys. And that's why I worked with like Brian Urlacher because he was so good and so fast. They just keep running 4 verts. Oh, no, they ran a screen. Nice play. Well, clock's ticking, Green Bay, and they're going to punt it? Matt LaFleur. So, hey, it is what it is, right? I have no idea how long this video is going to be, but let's check, actually. Oh, it's only been 30 minutes. Okay, perfect, yeah. We'll do... Oh, we can't do read option. We got to do inside zones, 1st and 10. First, it's either inside zone or screens. Up 10-0 now. We can... Well, now we'd want to run the ball, and especially if you're up 10-0 in real life, you already know that's exactly what Getsy's going to do. He's going to run right up the gut. Get no yardage on anything. 2nd and 10. Luke Getsy is a big believer that if first didn't work, try again, especially with 2nd and 10 inside zones. We are going to flip the play. I don't know. That's probably already more than what Justin would be allowed to do in real life, but whatever. I'll make that change. And it's 1st down. Let's do another wide receiver screen, shall we? Let's do this wide receiver mid screen again. It's so stupid. Like, look at what kind of play design is this? Like, look at all these guys running like these routes on the opposite side, and then it's just like, here's the ball to the tight end. Hope we don't get hit, tackled. 2nd and 7. Inside zone. Ooh, and the bad inside zone too. The one I'll flip it, but it's still not going to get many yards. We're gonna let the clock run down a little bit and go. Khalil, attaboy, getting some hard-earned yardage. 2 yards, 3rd and 5. Now this would be the head scratch, right? Because this would be a moment where you're just like, oh, I guess you can just run the ball. But then this is when the Bears would pass it. They would do a drop back pass. So let's not do another mesh because that's Digsy spot. Yeah, we'll do Digsy spot. Justin's going to look for DJ on this end. He's going to wait until he sees that he's open, and he's either going to get stacked or I'm going to have to scramble for my life. Or that's going to happen. The first incomplete pass is an inaccurate throw over the middle. Swatted away, 4th and 5. Matt Eberflus would punt it away. That's okay. We've probably needed to see more punts from us because that's more realistic. Oh, beautiful punt coverage though. Trent Gill. All right. I see that the Steelers-Ravens game is tied right now. I did not know that game was even on today. I thought all the games were going to be on Sunday. So I guess that shows how much I've been paying attention. Oh, shoot. My neighbors on the floor above me like to make a lot of noises. I can hear the table scraping. I've heard this guy like hammering upstairs like constantly, like ever since they moved in like 2 months ago. Like the dude is just constantly renovating their apartment or something. Flag. Oh, that's probably roughing the passer. This game is the craziest roughing the passers because like the guy will have thrown the ball and then your player's just like, oh, legal contact, whatever. Yeah, I mean, if it was roughing the passer, it's a call Justin's never going to get in his life. Because he hasn't got a single, like, roughing the quarterback call. I have no idea how not, but it's egregious at this point. It's just funny, honestly. So that's a play where I should have been more up. Nobody was going vertical, so when that happens, it turns into standard cover 2, occupy that middle hook area. That's typically where I struggle controlling the little linebacker in this game because I'm backing up so far because they're too slow to handle these vertical routes. So by the time I need to like get back up like that, it's usually too late, especially with his change of direction and acceleration. It's like, oh god, like here we go. Pray that I can get there on time. So okay, gotta watch for 87. Gotta see what he's doing. Really, both teams here. 85 and 87. I gotta see who goes vertical. He's taking this little stick. Oh, I missed that. That was terrible, but luckily Jordan Love got aggressive, went deep down the field. Jaquan Brisker was there. Amazingly, he didn't get hurt. They're going to run another 4 wide receiver set play here. Empty shotgun. Got to watch for 87 on his either stick or going deep. He's going deep. Got to carry him. And Jordan Love misses the throw to 13. We are going to run out this clock. We are going to win this game. Hallelujah. It's going to be fun, but not without at least another screen. Let's see. What's the play we haven't called yet? RPO zone dive. Let's do this one. Yeah. That might be interesting. Okay, so see if that... Oh, that was the wrong button. Wrong button. I should have pressed R1. He was open. I don't know why DJ is the main read on that for the hot route, on the, well, let's do this mountain swing pass because I feel like that would be stupid. I don't know why he's the read on that because it's just it doesn't stand a chance. And indeed it was stupid. I was correct. That sounds about right though for Luke Getsy. 3rd and 11. You already know it's going to be a draw. No, Pack, no. No, Pack, no. I don't know why the fans are still cheering. This game's over, Green Bay. Even if... Oh, come on. Get in field goal range. 34. You already know. Luke Getsy with 2 minutes left to be like, let's just kick the field goal. He might even say punt. But no, I feel like he would say field goal because it'd only put us up 13-0, and if we miss, we get good field position. Even though punting would be the smarter option at this point, he'd be like, "No, let's just kick a field goal now." And it's like, "But why? Like now you should punt." Luckily, I hit it. Like you should try to put him in the 5, But that's just how the Bears will operate sometimes. So that was a nice little kick right over the crossbar. I have no idea why Trenton Gill is a punter, but I'm too lazy to change it. Like, not punter. He obviously is a punter. I don't know why he's on kickoff, but sometimes he does this year. Actually, they kind of split it half and half. It seems like who's ever feeling better that day. Because I've seen Gill kick off quite a few times, do the kickoffs, and then I've also seen Kyra do it, so it must just be if, like, Kyra's not feeling great. And they want to make sure that, like, all of his lower body's feeling good enough for the important thing, which is field goals. So that right there was a good use of the cloud flat because he carried his wide receivers going deep. He was carrying him to let him have time to get down to the safety. And then they threw to the flat. So then after that, he comes and rallies and gets the open field tackle. So that's fine. They're going deep. Kyler Gordon missed that coverage there. He had that hook zone. Missed open field tackle. TJ obviously got taken down with the vert, which I was actually late on, but luckily Jordan didn't see it. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, the Packers are just running just silly kid off. I mean, they're doing 4 verts a lot, which is a good play against cover 2. That, like smash corners, right? Taking advantage of that gray area between the cornerback and the safety. Which in real life, if they get NFL open, you got to make that throw. Obviously, in this game, sometimes it could be. In this game, the defensive backs like magically will just warp back and intercept it a lot. But what else? Another good cover 2 beater. Yeah, attack those corners in between that like middle zone between the corner and safety. Attack the seams with 4 verts. I pressed triangle and he did not jump. So that's unfortunate. That's probably roughing the passer anyways. But I did press triangle, and he decided to run away. Oh, legal touchdown. Perfect. I have not seen that ever, I don't think. So that's cool. I'll take it. TJ on this side has vert hooks on his ring in the middle of the water, so can't change it. Well, that was kind of illegal touching right there, illegal contact. That kind of hit the wide receiver off his route, but whatever. Champ 2. My favorite play, TJ Edwards again. Gets the mid-read this time. Got to watch for both guys on the seams. See, Jermaine Edmonds carried his guy from the. Oh, because I have match defense on. That's right, yeah. Because if I did, so that's another thing too. I turn on match coverage on defense every time I play, and if I didn't, this probably actually would have been a blowout for the Packers because they're so bad if they don't match. So vert hook means they should be matching if his guy's going deep. That's why you're seeing kind of I think you're seeing a bit more success against like 4 verts from us is because of that. And that's getting picked off. There we go. All right, there you go, Jaquan. Attaboy. All right, for a little bit of funsies, obviously I would have won this and, would have just been kneeling, but let's just do for some funsies. Let's try stat pad. I'll probably just throw a pick anyways and hurt Justin's stats, so. We're going 4 verts now. That would be kind of like, wouldn't that be justice though too, that like he throws 4 verts like now in this point of the game? It'd be kind of funny. And they're calling the timeouts for me, so. 106 passing yards. Beautiful. If that isn't beautiful to you, then we can't be friends. Uh-oh. That's where the stat padding's coming in. There's a play on the Saints playbook that's insane. Like, it gets open against the computer every time. The computer has no idea how to fix it, how to, like, adjust to it. It's awesome. I love it. But we're using the Bears playbook, obviously. Whoop. Green Bay called the timeout for us. Okay. I mean, there's 2 seconds left in the game, but sure. All right, let's see if we can. Can we get a tutty? Can we get a tutty? Equanimous St. Brown? Get a tutty? No. All right. Well, that's game. We'll take a look at all the stats in a second here. 13-0 shutout. Beautiful defensive game from the Bears. Something that we probably won't see tomorrow. The Packers are definitely going to score at least 3 or 4 touchdowns, but that's just them cynical. Jordan Love, terrible QB rating, 2 interceptions, 118 yards, with a long of 14, an average of 3.8. Justin Fields, 19 for 22, 130 yards, 1 touchdown. People would be on Twitter saying that this was his best game as a pro if this happened in real life. And you already know it's true. Khalil Herbert, 19 attempts, 82 yards, a respectable 4.3 average. Aaron Jones, nearly 5 yards a clip. And a couple of these other runs that don't really matter. Receiving, Darnell Mooney, even though he's not playing tomorrow, I could have taken him out, but whatever. 40 yards on 6 catches. Teige Mullin had 38 yards on 3, but he had the tutty. Yeah, Darnell's done as a Bear. Khalil Herbert, 5 catches, of course, with all the screens. We also got some screens out to Mercedes Lewis. We got like a screen out to Cole Kmet. We had... I think like one of those glances without second on the same round, so that's pretty good. No sacks allowed. We got the ball out really quick. Oh, no, we had 1 sack allowed because of the screen. Defensively, we'll look at just the Bears. Jalen Johnson had the most solo tackles. For total tackles, Kyler Gordon, because he's hanging out in that zone all day long, because anytime he was thrown short, he was there. TJ Edwards, of course, Jalen Johnson, Tyreek Stevenson, Brisker. Brisker had both of our interceptions. I thought Eddie had one. Whatever. No, that's right. Yeah, Brisker did have both of them for just, whatever, a couple of yards each time. Kicking, Santos, 2 for 2 on field goals, long 51. We just extended him. Looking good, Cairo. Punting, Brendan Gill did punt it twice. Tyler Scott had that bad return. Trent Taylor had that whatever punt return. And yeah, so that was the game. A low-scoring game, very reminiscent of the old days. So I'm glad we wore those uniforms for it. That was really cool. And that was fun. So thank you for joining me on that. So, hey, Luke Getsy, I guess that's your game plan for tomorrow, dude. Just inside zone and wide receiver screens and running back screens and Matt Eberflus. Go back to just calling Tampa 2 every day like Alan Williams did in week 1. And we'll be successful. All right, thanks, guys.